Hi, my name is Elliot and I'm part of the education team here at Kent's Cabin. Today I'm going to be talking to you about Stone Age tools and weapons. The Stone Age people were much cleverer than you might think. They lived in a time where there was no metal and no plastic, a time where everything was made out of natural resources like stone, bone, wood, other animal remains and plants. It was a time where knowledge was passed down from generation to generation. It wasn't found on the internet, and trial and error was key. Stone Age people quickly learned that they could manipulate certain rocks by hitting them with antler, bone, or other stones. They soon learned that flint stone was one of the best tools for this. By hitting it with antler or bones, they could shape it into different things according to their use, and that is called flint knapping. Flint was a great tool because it breaks along very sharp edges. It was a perfect tool for butchering animals, but butchering them was the easy part. The hard part was hunting them. The earliest evidence of hunting tools comes from Germany in the form of wooden spears made by Homo heidelbergensis. This is a replica of the top part of one of those spears. We know from bones found in Sussex that Homo heidelbergensis would have been hunting large animals like woolly rhinos, which was no easy task. The woolly rhino had two large horns sticking out of its face, and it had very thick skin. It's thought to capture a woolly rhino with one of these spears, they would have had to be used in a thrusting motion rather than thrown by hand from a distance, which makes it a very dangerous thing to do. To help their spear get through the thick skin of the woolly rhino, Homo heidelbergensis might have hardened the tip of the spear over fire. By holding the wood over the flame, it gets rid of the moisture and it makes the spear more durable. Eventually, Stone Age people realised that they could attach flint to the ends of their spears. By making a small groove in the wood, they could fit in a specially made spearhead made from flint. They could then attach this with natural cordage or glue made from tree sap and beeswax. Those of you with a dog might have used something like this before to throw tennis balls when you're out on a walk. This is called an atlatl, and it was used to throw spears. Homo sapiens were using these in Europe around 17,000 years ago. This hooked end fits into a notched end of the arrow, and in a forward motion you can throw the spear much further than you could with just your hands. It allowed Stone Age people to hunt with a lot more accuracy from further distances. As time went on, Homo sapiens developed the bow and arrow, and the oldest evidence of bows comes from around 7,000 years ago, but it's possible that they were being used earlier than that date. The bow and arrow allowed Stone Age people to hunt large game, small animals and even birds from much further distances with even more accuracy than the spear thrower would. Living so close to the sea when Stone Age people were here at Kent's Cabin, they would have taken advantage of the food that they could get from the ocean. Evidence of that comes from the form of harpoons. This is a replica of a Stone Age harpoon that was made 14,000 years ago out of reindeer antler, and it was found here at Kent's Cabin. The Stone Age people were really sophisticated at making tools and hunting animals. A lot of the tools that they made in the Stone Age have gone on to influence technologies that we still use today. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.